Welcome to Your Sport Swindon. I'm here with Bec Connolly at Paddy Fitzpatrick's gym tonight. Now, Bec, you've got a big fight coming up soon. You're fighting in a prize fighter event in London. How excited are you about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to it. Paddy's got a couple of us out that night, so it should be a good laugh as well. Everyone's training really hard, and we're all prepared and ready to go on the 5th.
And how did this come about? Because you've got an amateur background here at Fitzpatrick's, haven't you? But this is more kind of, semi-pro boxing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think semantics what it's called, but we came out of the amateurs because just at my size we weren't getting the fights. I was driving hundreds of miles for fights. I even went to one on my birthday and she didn't turn up or pulled out at the last minute, not making weight. I've always made weight. So it just wasn't working out anymore, really. It just wasn't getting the amount of fights that I needed to get the experience. And I think this is the route that Paddy suggested we go down. So I put my trust in him and we do as we're asked.
And it's quite exciting because it's the prize fighter event, very much like the professionals do, where you're fighting loads of fights on the same night.
You know what? I did one back in July, and I was at the same venue in Notting Hill, and I had a great time, absolutely great time. I hate fighting in a head guard. That's like one thing that I hated about the amateurs completely. I think your peripheral vision, everything just goes. So this for me is perfect, not having a head guard. And like you say, you get the crowd. You sell tickets. It's a good night.
Talk to us about your amateur career. Obviously, you said it was difficult to get matched, and travelling. Well, was it 8 or 9 fights? Is it?
This will be my 9th fight coming up, but amateur-wise, I made some really good friends actually. I fought one girl twice, Harriet. She's gone on to box for the Southwest. Held my own in the first fight against her. Second fight, she just stepped it up that level. She was superb. Fought one girl, Oxford RAF. I think I got my ass handed to me. Again, really good experience to learn from that. She was quicker on her feet than me, and I didn't have the answers back then to know what I was doing. Came back here, I've been working on it, feel that I've got those answers now. I'm consistently getting better in my own head, so that gives me the confidence that I need to go forward. I'm just going to take it as far as I possibly can, really.
So how did you get into boxing in the first place?
Going back nearly 4 years ago now. It was my divorce that I first decided to go back into fighting because I was doing more martial arts kind of stuff when I was younger. I got hurt when I was 16 in a fight, broke my collarbone, so I went back into fighting, but I was never quite. I put on a big show of, I'm absolutely fine, I can get back into it, but I didn't have the confidence and I was hesitant and I knew I couldn't really, so I bailed out on myself, and in my adult life that kind of stayed with me for years and years and years. Sorry, this is my little boy. Got your hat on. So it played on my mind, and I've always loved boxing. I tried boxing when I first came to Swindon, a couple of sessions down at a different gym. Wasn't in as good a shape, so it kind of put me off. And then came down here in 2012 now. So I think I did the first female white collar fight in Swindon, and that went well. And then Paddy was like, come and fight on the amateur team. So went from there, really.
So what do you enjoy about boxing? Because it's very unusual for women to take boxing up. I know it's a little bit more popular these days with females, but it is still unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not many of us, I don't think. I love the training aspect of it. It's completely intense. I've never been as fit as I am when I'm sparring. Like, I condition people all day long. I can condition myself. If I'm not sparring, I don't feel as fit as I do in here. And also I love for me, the element, I've got 4 kids. Life is chaos. I've got 4 kids, I run a business, like I'm on my own. It's madness, great madness, but madness. When you're in there, you've got 6 minutes of complete and utter. There's nothing else in the world matters, and I love that. I'm really competitive as well, so this lens, it's just you against one other person, and yeah, I'm going to give it everything. I'm not going to come out of there until well, I go in thinking I'm not going to come out until I've won every single time. Whether that's happened every single time, it hasn't. But
so do you know who you're going to be fighting in Notting Hill?
I do actually. Well, I believe I do. She's a young girl. The last tournament we did, I fought a lady to get through to the final, and she fought the girl that I fought in the final. It was my opinion that she won the fight that she lost to not be in the final. So I think I'm fighting the girl I should have fought the first time. So yeah, I watched her box. She's a good little boxer. Technically, she's better than me. But hopefully, got it.
Fingers crossed you do it right. And just before we finish, have you got any plans to go professional one day?
I think I'm a little bit too old, but it would be lovely.
Well, there's another girl that, you know, she's no spring chicken either, Kelly Morgan in Swindon, and she must inspire you to...
Absolutely, and she's a cracking woman, like absolutely inspirational woman. And like you say, people are looking after themselves a lot better now. Like, we are not as young as everyone else. I feel 21 though.
You're not ruling it out?
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, Kelly's inspirational to us all. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.